Alright, hello YouTube. Today is the day that Walking Dead issue 130 came out, and that means I am going to be doing a Walking Dead issue 130 review for today's video. And let's just say it's going to be, what I read is pretty amazing, and it's going to really blow a lot of minds, and it's going to really just bring the whole Walking Dead world and the comic books not really to a halt, but to a whole new level. And this is going to be like, wow, this is really mind-bending, because right now it's just anything goes, anything can happen, and right now it's really good in the comic books, and it's just like, wow, it's just gotten a whole lot better. But let's jump into it, and let's get it started with the review of The Walking Dead issue 130. Alright, the first part of the book, we see Magna, Luke, and her group down in the cell with Negan. Negan tells, Magna and all of them that Rick are animals. They've been torturing him and stuff. And Magna flat out said that's a lie, because she's seen people that's been tortured. And before we go any more further, that's another thing I want to get to, is if Magna is like who she saw get tortured. I mean, was there a bigger group in Richmond than what she's saying? Is she part of a totally new group that accidentally found Rick and everything? And not just 6 people. There was actually more people in her group than they know of. Is she actually a good guy, a bad guy? It's just something that that has to be told out the stories. It just can't be told in one story. So I'm glad they're just spreading it out a little. And then Negan, he flat out said, well, that's a lie. He said, I really know what I know what I did and everything. And he told Magna and everything his name, and says that he's very lonely, like he does with Carl. Tells Carl he's very lonely and stuff and want to talk. But instead of Magna and him talking to him, they just flat out just left the cell right there, and Negan's like just sitting there and in the cell like, next time I'll get out, next time I'll get out. Which I have a very good feeling that I said Magna and her group's gonna set Negan free, but as we can tell, I was very wrong with that. So now the number one person that I believe that's gonna set Negan free, because he's gonna see how Negan actually change, will have to be Carl, because Carl and Negan has been talking and everything. So that's my biggest predictions. But this ain't a predictions video, this is the review video and everything. So Magna and her group leave Negan and everything, and then we see Carl go to Hilltop, Carl and Rick, and we see all the Hilltop residents surround Rick, and say how happy they see him, because Maggie, told people at Hilltop that Rick, was able to save everybody, which he was. And that's another thing, a big review. We finally see Glenn and Maggie's baby. He's obviously 2 years old right now, and the baby's name is Herschel Green Jr. So I mean that is just awesome. I mean, the baby looks just, well, actually Glenn's baby and Maggie's baby, which is named Herschel Jr., looks it's just split between Glenn and Maggie. He just looks like a split between them two. I mean, at times, he looks actually just split to them. So, I mean, I'm so glad we saw Maggie and Glenn's baby and everything. And he was pretty cute in the comic books. Alright, but on to other things now. And then we saw Carl with the blacksmith, in which the blacksmith already had an apprentice, which, Carl was kind of upset and everything. But it found out that his apprentice, I can't think of his name, Carlson, or something like that, the young kid that was working with the blacksmith, the young kid and Carl is going to be partners and be, apprentice with the blacksmith, making steel and stuff, all that. So I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, it's really getting into an interesting story. We finally see, Maggie and her baby. We saw, just Hilltop and how it's doing. I mean, basically, Maggie may be the leader of Hilltop, but Rick pretty much run things between Hilltop Alexandria's safe zone and also the kingdom, because everyone sees him as this big hero. But yeah, I mean, you know, we're really moving on with the comic books and everything, and I'm kind of glad they haven't, you know, jumped into Negan being freed and everything, you know, another war and all that. I'm glad they're not, you know, jumping into that, and it feels like the next few comics are going to be kind of just talking about you know, how life's going in, you know, the Walking Dead universe, you know, between the colonies and everything, which is Alexandria's safe zone, Hilltop, and the kingdom and everything. So I mean, you know, I have a feeling, you know, these next few comic books are just going to be telling how it is and everything. But that leads me to my next biggest question: is where the hell is Michonne? I mean, that's what I've been trying to ask this whole new beginning, you know, storyline, is where the hell has Michonne been? Where's D-White from the Saviors? Where's you know, the Sanctuary? Where's Ezekiel? Where's all of them? I mean, that's one of the biggest things I want to know. But that's going to be for my next prediction videos. But right now, and this right here, what I'm about to say is really freaky, and is going to be really just a kind of a big changer in the Walking Dead comic books. We know Ken and Marco got lost in the woods when they were trying to find horses. Well, we know Ken hurt his leg and everything. Well, in Walking Dead issue 130, he got sick. He fell off the horse. Marco pulled him into a ditch, and they started hearing zombies. But the thing is, the walkers they were hearing were whispering. That's the fucked up thing about it, is they were actually hearing, Ken and Marco were hearing the walkers talk. That is just completely fucked up, you know. And Marco, you know, he made his way to Hilltop and everything. Dr. Olsen, whatever her name is, saw him and everything, and said, you know, he's very dehydrated and hungry. And then Marco just plain out said it. You know, he said, we heard whispers, and we was afraid. The walkers were whispering. I mean, that is really weird. I mean, what is going on with that? I mean, is he just imagining stuff? Well, if he's just imagining stuff, how could, you know, Ken also hear it? I mean, that was just really fucked up thing about it is, I mean, well, what's going on? Is the walkers, you know, progressing? You know, are able to talk again? Are they, you know, are they able to? Are they, you know, finding like a cure-like thing, you know, over time, or what? I mean, or this is my biggest theory on when you hear the whispers and everything, were actually people walking with the zombies. Now, hear me out. We saw in No Way Out, you know, in Walking Dead, and also in the Walking Dead TV show, where they cover themselves with, you know, bloods and guts of the zombies, or the walkers, whatever the hell you want to call them, and they're able to camouflage themselves into the walkers, and able to get by without the walkers attacking them. And my biggest theory is that there was a new group, maybe a group of people from Magna or something, hiding in the walker herd with, you know, walker guts over them, camouflage, trying, you know, to find Magna and her group, or, you know, just trying to find a way out. And what Ken and Marco was hearing was actually people there whispering to each other, trying to find a way out. That's my biggest theory. But I mean, and I have a feeling that's my biggest prediction is that right there, that it was a group of people, maybe from Magna and her group, you know, a larger group or a new group or whoever, was actually camouflaged with the walker guts and everything, walking among the herd of walkers, whispering to each other, trying to figure out plans. And Ken and Marco overheard in the ditch and might have mistaken it as for the walkers, you know, whispering. But then again, you know, with the mind of Kirkman, you know, Robert Kirkman, it could actually be the walkers actually whispering. We don't know. I mean, that's reason, you know, every chance you get, you know, go online, look it up, read the Walking Dead comic books, because I promise you, you will absolutely love it. And I mean, it's just amazing. I know a lot of people, you know, only familiar with the TV show, but by all means, check out the Walking Dead comic books. You will not be disappointed at all if you're a fan of the Walking Dead TV show. But that's going to be all for right now. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. I mean, The Walking Dead issue 130 had been one of my favorite comic books so far from The Walking Dead that I read, and it's just really exciting, and it just brings a whole new chapter to The Walking Dead comic books. But anyways, if you, like I said before, if you liked the video, please like and subscribe. I'm gonna keep on making more videos. Alright, bye bye.